Hi, I'm Lanie, a lawyer, entrepreneur, and mum living in the UK. And like many of you, I'm a second generation Filipino who had to learn how to navigate through life in a Western country on my own. Let's be honest, we all know that the journey of being Filipinos living abroad is not as simple as it looks on social media. It's full of unique challenges, but also incredible opportunities if we know how to navigate them. Let me take you back for a moment. Starting from the 60s, many Filipinos, nurses, seafarers, domestic helpers, and skilled workers packed their bags, left their families, and built lives in countries like the UK, the US, Canada, and Australia. My own parents, like many of yours, came here to the UK in the mid 1970s with one goal in mind: to give themselves and their children a better future. Fast forward to today, and we are that generation. We are living the very lives our parents dreamed of. But along with the blessings, we carry heavy responsibilities and expectations. Some of us may be supporting our parents back home or here in the UK as they age, or raising our children in a culture that's not quite Filipino, but not entirely Western either. Along with this, we are also building our careers, managing finances, juggling family life, and in many cases, also helping relatives both here and in the Philippines. And yet, are we also constantly asking ourselves, are we doing enough to secure our future? If that resonates with you, you're not alone. This is the reality of being in what we call the sandwich generation. We're squeezed in between caring for our elders and providing for our children while trying to build something for ourselves. Like many Filipinos abroad, I've seen both the struggle and the opportunities that come with moving to another country. On one hand, we get to have stable jobs, better healthcare, and new opportunities for our children. On the other hand, there may be the pressure to help others financially back home, the feeling of living between the two worlds, and the worry about our own financial future. I started this channel because I believe that while we work hard abroad, we also need to work smart to learn, plan, and grow together. And most importantly, I don't want us to repeat the same mistakes we've seen in past generations. This is why many things, such as financial education and personal development, are so important. And yet, many of us were never really taught about money, especially budgeting, investing, planning for retirement, or creating other income streams. We were told to study hard, work hard, and save. But saving alone won't always build the legacy we want to achieve for ourselves and our children. So let me share 3 practical truths I've learned as a lawyer, a business owner, and also as a Filipino mum raising a family in the UK. Number 1, don't just work for money, make money work for you. That means learning about budgeting, investments, pensions, and even side hustles. We need to think beyond just today's bills. 2, leverage the power of community. Many of our parents who immigrated abroad worked in isolation, but we don't have to. We can support and share knowledge and resources with each other so we don't repeat the same mistakes of the past generations. 3, legacy is more than inheritance. It is not just about leaving behind assets such as property, real estate, or money. It's about passing on knowledge, confidence, and strong Filipino values for our children so they don't have to start from scratch and instead can continue to build for future generations. Here's something I find powerful. When I look at my children, I realize the story didn't end when our parents came here to the UK. It continues with us. We are the bridge between the sacrifices of yesterday and the possibilities of tomorrow. So, let me leave you with this question. What does legacy mean to you? Is it financial security, passing on your culture to your kids, or creating opportunities that your parents never had? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories because your own story could inspire someone else who's watching this right now. And if you found value in this conversation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because at the end of the day, we're not just building lives abroad, we're building legacies. See you in the next video.